Hello, my name is Yvonne. I'm going to talk about the sub-skills of attending. Sub-skills of attending are skills that counselors should acquire in order for them to effectively attend to their clients. And the sub-skills of attending were explained using the acronym SOLA by Egan, 1994. Therefore, I'm going to explain the meaning of the acronym SOLA. Letter S stands for sitting squarely. Sitting squarely means that the counselor should sit squarely facing the client. This will help the counselor to acquire information about the client, as it says that the body of a counselor is the means of communication, whereas the body of a client is the source of information. So we get information from a client by looking at them. We look at their emotions, their posture, and their feelings as well. Letter O stands for an open posture. An open posture means that the counselor should maintain the open posture in their sitting position. So, the counselor will now illustrate what an open posture is. So that is an open posture for the client, the counselor. An open posture helps the counselor to communicate to the client that they should feel free and be able to open up. If the posture is not open, for example, where the counselor folds her arms and crosses her legs, it's clearly communicating to the client that they should not open up, they should not say anything. So, an open posture is encouraged in order to help this client to open up, to feel free during the counseling session. So this is a recommended posture for the counselor. Followed by letter L. Letter L stands for leaning towards the client slightly. Leaning towards the client slightly means that the counselor should lean closer to the client slightly in order to communicate to the client that they are interested in the story of a client, in what the client is saying. So it's recommended that as the client is narrating the story, the counselor should lean slightly towards the client in order to show interest in what the client is saying. They can even nod their head to show that they are really interested in the story of the client. My colleague will continue with the two remaining letters.
The last two letters of the SOLA technique is E and R. E stands for eye contact. This means that the counselor must maintain eye contact with their client. Sometimes the client will say something, meanwhile they mean something else. But when a counselor looks in their eyes, they are able to see that there are other emotions that they are not bringing out. So it's advisable that the counselor maintains eye contact with the client. However, we must be very careful in the way we maintain the eye contact, because some cultural aspects will not allow us to look directly in the eyes of the client, otherwise they'll feel very, very uncomfortable. In the African tradition, it's very, very uncomfortable for somebody to be staring into your eyes. So we must be careful how we maintain eye contact. The last in the SOLA technique is the letter R. This means the counselor must be relaxed. For a client to be relaxed, the counselor must also be relaxed. Otherwise, if the counselor is very tense, it will not be easy for the client to open up. So they must feel as relaxed as possible. These are the letters of the technique SOLA.
Thank you very much. That was counseling techniques which were illustrated by Yvonne and John. Thank you.